you got to love how your team comes out and has a fast start in that Illinois game. I mean, following the game plan, doing the things that you need to do. I mean, how nice is that portion of the game to see from head coach's perspective?
I love it. I love that they brought their own energy too. Our players were really into it and playing hard. What I love is how hard they played from the very first play consistently through to the very last play. I mean they're playing hard and fighting, and when you can get that, you can get everything else.
The third quarter does happen, and you did say earlier in your presser, adversity is not a terrible thing for a football team to have to go through. Your offense responding when it needed to. How happy were you to see them take that long drive down the field, cap it off with that touchdown?
Well, that's huge. I mean, there's momentum swings in just about every football game that you turn on, and I don't know how many there usually are on average, but what our team did was, I mean, they had it. It went the other way, and then they got it back, and then they got it back, and they got it back a third time, all with real exclamation points on it, starting with a 75-yard drive, crucial 4th and 3, pick up by our offense, and then Cam McGrone on the next series of downs makes an unbelievable play, really defeats a block, grabs the quarterback, punches the ball out, gets it back for our team for a short field. And then, same thing on the next drive, a nice fumble that sets us up our offense up at the 1-yard line. But just keep playing, just keep fighting, and really making that taking the momentum back, and was very impressive.
I wanted to ask you about momentum swings. As a head coach, you're watching the game, but you're not watching the game like fans and players do. How do you keep an even keel? I mean, you've been through the battles you've had, in the games and whatnot, and as a head coach, how do you make sure that you don't get caught up in that, and you also can focus that and get your team back on track when the momentum is swinging like that?
Yeah, you're doing, really, I'm checking with our players, and you're looking at them, you're talking to them, and, to a man, both defensively, offensively, special teams. I mean, they kept their poise. They never turned it down a notch, and actually just decided that they were going to win that game. And I could feel it, sense it, and witness it and encourage it. So that's what I was doing.
I have to imagine that you obviously drill it, ball control, keeping control of the football, but the turnovers, you guys have had 16 in the first 6 games. Is there anything extra you can do besides just drill the ball control to keep that ball?
Yeah, and there's one thing you can do too that maybe people don't talk about, which is go get some of your own, which it was good to see our team do. Our defense responded by taking the ball away twice with fumbles, getting a block, creating the opportunity to get the block punt. Jordan Glasgow, unbelievable individual effort and strain and layout and back up and pursuing the ball downfield on the block punt. Stopped them on turnover on downs. You're allowed to go do those things, and it was good to see our team do it.
Happy Valley at night, it'll be a whiteout. Look like this building, similarly, only 100,000 more people in it, making some noise. Anything you can do this week to mimic what you'll be environment-wise on Saturday night?
There's create the crowd noise to make it so that the communication's got to be more body language, more signals. Try to replicate that environment.
Next game's always the most important one, as you always say. But at the same time, this schedule does set up. How important is it to get off to a hot start with the thick of your schedule coming up against Penn State?
Our goal is to win the next game, and our focus will be on that. Win this game, and no bigger game on the schedule than the next one.